Hello, my beauties. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. The message for today is those of you who are doubting yourselves or feeling like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Or am I worthy of this? Or do I have what it takes to do this? I want you to stop doubting yourself right now. And it is, in the doing that you progress. It is in the doing that you become. And it doesn't matter where you're at right now. It just doesn't matter. Because, our life is for us to make those mistakes. That's the playground of our life, to experiment, to go forward, to do what you want to do and fail. But with failing, I don't like that word, because failing implies that there's no hope. And the truth is that there is always hope. If you believe, if you have faith in yourself, if you have faith in your life, nothing can stop you. Just keep going forward. And if it was an outside voice that made you doubt yourself or made you feel not so good or not good enough, I want you to just, heal from it, embrace yourself through it, get up and keep on going. Okay? It's natural, right? We all doubt ourselves sometimes. And it seems like it's human nature to notice the one thing that somebody said which was not positive, and the hundreds of other positive things that you have achieved or you have done or you have progressed in. It's like all that goes out of the window with that one negative comment or a drop in, if you're, in sales, a drop in sales, or if you're out there, putting your work out there on social media, or however you're doing it, please don't be disheartened and don't allow yourself, first of all, because unless you allow it inside of yourself, that, unless you make it your truth, which is, yes, I'm not good enough, or, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? It isn't. It cannot affect you if you don't let it. You have to empower yourself in that moment and say, all right, everyone's entitled, or whatever, there was a setback. It's okay. That is not the end. It is only just an experience within my journey. And that's it. And you can take it as that, or you can just stop and curl up and hide away from the world forever. Don't give up, my darlings. Don't give up. A lot of people give up because they can't handle the criticism. They can't handle the failures. Why do we take it so personally? Because society has taught us that. We don't need to follow that. We are fluid. We are infinite beings, and we are not limited to a failure or 100 failures. I don't care how many times you fail. It's not about that. And how many times, let's change the term. It's not about how many times you fail. It's about how many times you tried and it didn't quite give you the result you wanted, because it's experimentation. And if a scientist is in a lab trying to get a result, after the first failure, the second failure, the third failure, they're not just going to be like, forget it. It's not happening. So we're all scientists in our lab of life. And we need to keep going. Keep going. This didn't work, try something else. Or just learn from the process. How can you do it better? Or is this valid, criticism? Do you feel like you could improve somewhere? Or whatever it is, don't be hard on yourself. Accept it and have the intention to improve in whatever area of your life. But don't stop in your tracks. All right? We've got to be stronger than that. We've got to be bolder than that. We've got to fight for ourselves. We've got to claim that place of beauty and majesty and expressing our innate power. We've got to claim it. So it's time to stand up and say, no, I will stand up for myself. I'm not going to just lie down and disappear because I've had some setbacks, or because I was told I wasn't good enough, or because I myself don't feel good enough. Just go forward anyway, and give yourself a big pat on your back that you've come as far as you have. And today I want you to list all the things that you got right. Whatever it is, whatever strengths you have, I want you to write them down. I want you to look at them, and I want you to be proud of them. I want you to see how far you've come in your life, what challenges you faced, and how you're still here, and how you're still breathing, and how every breath is a new opportunity to recreate your life, right? And it's so incredible how every day we wake up and we have the opportunity to live a different path. If you're unhappy where you are, see how you can change that path. If you feel stuck, I understand feeling stuck. I understand feeling like you have no options. But you keep pursuing it. You don't just, throw your hands up in the air and say, forget it, nothing's working out. No. You've got to keep going, my darlings. You've got to keep at it. And then a door opens, okay? And if nothing else, you are learning, you are inheriting skills, that you didn't have before. You are opening up different genetic codes within you, because some lie dormant within us till we, go on that path. And then as we go on that path, it starts developing. And, it is I keep saying it, but really it's true. It is in the doing, it is in the being that the blossoming happens. And then you see the fruit, right? Because there's the seed, it's there. But until you notice it and until you begin to nurture it within yourself, you don't even know that there is the capacity for this grand and fruitful and abundant gift that can be born within you. And so don't underestimate yourself either, okay? Today you cannot see what you have within you that is blossoming. Through the pain, through the turmoil, through the anguish, through the desperation, through the, just feeling like there's no hope, there is something beautiful and grand that is going to reveal itself to you. So just shift your view from feeling like, oh gosh, nothing's happening, to even though I can't see it physically, it is happening, it is blossoming, it is growing, and it is going to, be the most incredible, how do I say this? It's the most incredible, I have no words to describe it, but you're going to discover this part of yourself, this incredible thing that you are. And that is life. It's a discovery of who we are. And let me tell you, when I was younger, I knew I had those seeds, but I consciously decided to develop them. And at the time, it felt like nothing's happening. And even now, sometimes it feels like nothing's happening. And I go through those things like everybody else. But the difference is that I choose to believe in myself. I choose to keep moving forward because your intention needs to be strong. Why? Your why needs to be strong. My intention is to be the greatest, highest version of myself, where the only response that I have is compassion and love, and I can enrich other people's lives and my own life through this learning. And that's my intention, and it always has been. And so I keep that in front of me no matter what. And if I feel sad, if I feel down, I allow myself to feel those feelings, but then I get right back up and I don't stay there, because you have to shift your energy consciously. And I don't mean just shove everything under the carpet. No, 100% process your feelings, but link your thoughts to your feelings. A lot of times our thoughts are influencing the emotions that we are creating within us. And so check what are those thoughts that you keep repeating or you keep telling yourself, and pay attention to what thoughts are going on in your mind. And when you find yourself being negative, you can replace it with love and say, okay, I hear you. I understand this fear. I understand where this is coming from. It's conditioning of some sort, or you're genuinely afraid, but I love you, and we can do this, so you've got to speak kindly to yourself. You've got to encourage yourself. And if you're waiting for somebody else to do that for you, please stop waiting. If there's one thing I've learned in my life, is that if you want a change, you've got to do it yourself. Okay? You've got to take the steps towards that change. And when I say steps, I mean actual action. And I also mean changing your vibration, changing your thought pattern, and actively sending that frequency out, which is, yes, I know, yes, I believe, yes, I have faith, and I'm full of hope and gratitude that everything is possible in this infinite spiritual realm, because it is. And that doesn't mean that you're going to get everything when you want it. Sometimes it doesn't come, but that is another thing. That is about surrendering. We've got to just let go. There's a time to pursue, and there's a time to surrender. And you'll know it within your soul when you have done every last thing you can, and you feel like you've hit a wall. That is the point where you just surrender. You surrender, you let go. And in India, when people go to temples, you're given something sweet in return. It's called prasad. And I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person, but I take from everywhere. There's so much beauty in everything. There's so many gems in every religion, in every path of life. And what I learned from one of my gurus, Swami Swarupananda, is that when you go in to a temple, it's like the temple of the divine realm. And you put all your sorrows, your pains, your whatever it is that you're going through at the feet of this divinity. In humility, you let go and you surrender it all to the divine, and you say, here you go. God, love, divine, however you identify with it, you put it at the feet of this infinite loving presence and intelligence. And in return, it transforms that. Whatever your sorrow, whatever bitterness, it gives it back to you as something sweet. And that is prasad. It's something sweet. That is the meaning of prasad, is that whatever you lay at the feet of this divine love, however terrible, however painful, however sorrowful, you leave it at the feet of the divine, and it gives it back to you as the most sweet and beautiful thing. And that is trust, and that is faith. And it makes me emotional because it's so beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? And so when we trust that we are a part of this infinite source, which is constantly loving us, constantly looking out for us, we see that in our lives. We see it everywhere and in everyone and in everything. And all we've done is we've surrendered our thought patterns or our own conditioning. And we've opened our heart and mind to the miracles and this miraculous universe. And it says, here you go. Yes, this is the truth. And here is the sweetness in return for your sorrow. And I wanted to just speak today, and I just felt called to talk to all of you. And I hope this helped somebody out there. And I bless you, my darlings. And wherever you're at in your life, whatever you may be going through, I'm sending you my support and my love. And know that you are supported and you are loved so deeply. So deeply. Claim and understand it. And go forward with more power. And don't let anything or anyone set you back. Everything that appears to set you back is only something that is making you stronger and better and actually developing you and giving you the muscles, the spiritual muscles or the physical muscles or whatever you need. It is building you up and you are rising. Remember, you are not falling, you are rising. Okay, my darlings, I'm sending you all my love. You take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.